Come into the room, family. Come into the room. I am the H-Town Vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Family, we talk about it all here. So we're glad that you're in the room. We appreciate your presence. We're glad you took time to show up and spend the night with us. You know, not the whole night. You got to go home. Yes, or somewhere. Now, we want to say thank you, family, for showing up. And we want to say that we want to give thanks to all of you and your participation and support, because we're trying to do this thing right and real. Okay, so that's what we hear about. Let's get to the family. We want you to sit back and relax. Take it easy. Don't panic. Because there's so much going on with our veteran benefits where they're talking about this, they're talking about that. They telling us that they're going to make it temporary. They're going to have to approve it every time they come up the fiscal year or whatever. Family, we just going to we can't control what somebody do. We can stand up for our rights, but don't be sweating the small stuff. And I'm not saying it's small, but we got bigger fish to fry. We'll deal with it as it go along. First person in the room tonight was Betty Bops. And Betty Bops says, H-Town, hope you're enjoying your 4th of July. Hope you enjoyed your 4th of July. I did. Backwoods Law, thank you for being here so much. Evening, H-Town Vet and Betty Bops. Yes, indeed. Coastie came into the room and said, good evening, H-Town and the family. We appreciate y'all. Backwoods Law, I always enjoy seeing you. Whenever you can make it over, I appreciate it. I really do. And we see, I'm seeing it on the screen. I haven't even scrolled down. Her Vet's voice is in the house. We know a lot of people have been busy doing different things. That don't mean we don't miss you. I'm glad you're here, Her Vet's voice. I saw you the other night over on Raiders channel. What's that yesterday? Family, I was out there watching the car, so I couldn't really interact like I wanted to. I was washing my daughter's car. Minnie says, hey, H-Town family. Yes, indeed. That's a Jason. Charlton says, let me get this straight. Close some of these screens, and I appreciate your patience. Yes, indeed. Family, y'all up in here tonight. We appreciate you and your kindness, because our goal is not to disappoint. Yes, indeed. Coastie's in the house. Her Vet's voice says, good evening, H-Town in the chat. So glad to have you here, sister. And let me see, we got, I'm going to put all of them so I don't miss nobody, but I only read, I'll read you one time. Faithful Hubby says, good evening, family. Glad that you could come through. We thank you so much. Let's see. Well, y'all, we can chat a little bit. Y'all can give us a little update before we get to the topic. Say Washington, D.C. got smug from gunpowder fireworks. Okay, smog. Okay. Yes, indeed. Now listen, she's speaking, everybody's speaking. She say, took a mini break for a week. I was not feeling the best, but I'm back. That's right. I'm glad you're back. I was missing you. Oh boy. Make me think Orange Juice Jones song. Now we have Alaskan Ice and they say, hello, everyone. So glad to see you, Alaskan Ice. And thank you. Alaskan Ice has some incredible information she's given us, and I'm going to present it. I ain't going to say what it is now. It's going to take me a while to get that list together, sister. She gives me stuff to work with, her and Betty. And the rest of you too. Benny says, hello, H-Town Vet and chat family. Yeah, we here to affirm each other. You understand? Let's see, everybody speaking. All right, Betty speaking to everybody. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Now let's get to it, family. And we appreciate you. Now here, we want to say thank you. We love all of you, and we appreciate you. You understand? Went and saw Supergirl today with my daughter. Really enjoyed the movie. Really enjoyed it. Now, family, here veterans have a voice, because if you have an opinion, it's welcome here. If you have a disagreement, it's welcome here. If you think that I said something incorrect, or you think I'm doing something wrong, all you have to do is come up. You can come up on the live. See, we don't talk at you, we talk to you and exchange. Remember, the philosopher Plato said teaching is a dialogue, a back and forth. And that's how we learn. That's how I get many of my topics. So come on in here. Family, we don't care if you were a cook, a woman veteran, Navy, your branch of service, your gender, whether you were enlisted or officer. Sometimes y'all get kind of rough on the officers. Combat, non-combat, all are welcome here. You understand? Now, remember, we deal with that you serve honorably. That's the important thing, okay? And if you were disabled because of your military service, we believe they broke it, they buy it. So talking about the U.S. government, the VA. And they're doing a lot of things now from here. I want to ask y'all a question, if y'all don't mind. If none of them apply to you, let us know if they don't apply to you. All right. I want to know, H-Town just being nosy tonight. I'm going to ask more questions than a jealous woman. Which part of the mission statement is your reason for coming here? And if it's something outside the mission statement, you can fill in the blank. So is it because of the transparency, or do you think we're transparent? You can tell us the parts you disagree with. Interactive, protective, troll-free to the best of our ability, informative, respectful. What is your reason? Which part of the mission statement is your reason for being here? Let us know. Let us know. Jason say all of the above. Okay. Let us know. We want to know, family. What's your reason for being here? My first reason is informative, because the reason I started the channel, and in the beginning for the several months, I didn't even come live. You didn't see my face, because I want to inform veterans. That was my main reason. Family, let us know your main reason for being here. Which part of the mission statement is your reason for coming here? If y'all like, I really would appreciate that if y'all have a reason. If it's outside that, let us know. Now, let me take that off. And now, family, here we are coming together. Okay. We got another one. Alaskan I say informative and interactive. I think those are my main two reasons. That's my main two reasons. See, now I got to go back to the other slide. If y'all can keep, saying your reasons, because these things are very important. To be informative, let me tell you something. We can be interactive but waste time. But to be informative and interactive, that is a hard combination to do. And I'm sure her vet's voice can attest to that. Okay, it's very hard to be informative at the same time interactive. Family, do you hear what I'm saying? Very powerful statement, our sister. And we appreciate you. Now, as I said, I want you to look at this as a central processing unit here at H-Town, where we come together and we communicate with each other, we interact with each other, and it's okay. Let's see what our brother says here. Charleston say informative, exchange of knowledge, experience. Now, I like how you added experience on there, because we all bring something different to the table. No matter how much I know about VA military benefits, I won't necessarily know it from a sailor's perspective, because I was never a sailor. I wouldn't know it from a female veteran's perspective because I was never a female and don't plan on ever being a female. Love y'all. Okay? My mom was a woman, if you can believe it or not. Yes, she was. Am I cutting up? Now, Benny says informative. Wow. Okay. I like that. Now, family. So Betty says all of the above. Now, let me see what's going on. I don't know if it's sticking here, making sure everything's okay. Betty says all of the above. Now, family, we got our subscriber count going on here, and we're trying to make it to that 3,000. And sometimes it goes fast, then it slows up. But right now, let's talk about it. And it benefits to being a subscriber. Let's talk about it. We're at 2,987. How many subscribers do we need to get the 3,000? We're at 2,987. Yes, doing well. Oh, you're talking about Alaskan Ice. How many subscribers, fam, put in the chat, do we need to get to 3,000? We need 13. Y'all think we can make it? Let us know. We'll really appreciate it. As you come into the room, we welcome you. Family, I want to ask y'all a question. All right. We talk about the time zones. Now, we have our regular scheduled live streams on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. We will sometime have impromptu live streams, unscheduled live streams that may occur. So keep your notifications clicked on. And it's at 6 p.m. Central Time, meaning Texas time. Let me ask y'all, everybody, if y'all don't mind answering, I want to ask you a question because I'm in the questions tonight. All right. Let me see here. I want to ask y'all a question. What is the time where you at? Where H-Town's at? It is. Is it after 6? You know, you can put 6 or 7. Is it around 6? A little after 6? It's 6:15 where I'm at. What time is it where you at? Lucky 13. Yeah, lucky 13. Yeah, we need 13 to get there. What time is it where you're at? It is 6:15 H-Town time here in Houston, Texas. Tell us what time zone I'll know what time zone. What time is it where you're at? Let us know. And family, we thank y'all for being so. Coasty says 7:15, so he's on the East Coast. Okay. All right. Just keep letting us know. We appreciate you. And let's get into it, family. And family, we are monetized and we appreciate the donations. Benny must be in California area, 4:15. Betty says 7:16. Okay. Coast, wow. All right, family. Keep letting us know. And we are monetized. Thanks for the donations and the collection plate. We always put out the collection plate. If anybody's feeling in their heart, they want to put something on the building fund. It is. Now, family, thank y'all. Family, this information is informative, and smash that like button, and we appreciate you, and we want you to continue to support the channel as we support you. Now, we're going to get on topic now, family. So thank you so much. And we here to bring information in a way that's not just verbal, but we illustrate it so you can remember. Some may not can hear. Now, the topic for tonight is we're talking about what in particular? Let me see what I got here. Okay. What one document provides a timeline of VA disability awards and a current status of future exam. what timeline puts all your different awards that you've gotten over the years into one document? Huh? Let us know. What one document provides a timeline of your VA disability awards, all of them, not just one, and a current status of future exams. And it also gives you a hint. It tells you whether your conditions are static or not. Who want to say? Coasty say VA code sheet. What you say, family? Coasty say VA code sheet. It'll tell you whether you're service connected or not. It'll tell you if you're the code, your conditions that you are service connected for, and the code that goes with it, the medical code, and how to find the rating criteria and all that kind of stuff. All right, Betty say the code sheet. Now, this form will also tell you your combat status code. That's on there. Future exams, whether you have future exams or not, it's on there. Now, you can find these things on different documents, but to find this and more information, it's condensed onto one document. It could be 1 to 2 pages or more. Now, it's about organizing. The reason the document is so powerful, and I'm about to tell you what the document is, it organizes your information. I want to ask you a question, family, and you let us know. How do you, let me see here. How do you keep your VA documents organized? Do you do them in paper form? Do you have them on a computer? Do you have them in a certain type of file? How do you keep your VA documents organized? What I do when I do have them organized, I have the most current date is the one that's closer to the front of a binder. The farther you go back, the further back my ratings are in my things like that. How do y'all keep track? How do you organize? Or you organize, you can say, I'm not, or you say disorganized if you're not. Let us know. How do you organize? Because this is very important when you are dealing with the VA to be able to give them documents like that, because many times they'll say, oh, we don't have the document, but you sent it in. So you need to keep track of documents that you send them and documents that they send you. Did you hear what I said? Because that's important. So you gotta, let's say you have a claim and it's pending, and they say, oh, you didn't send this information in, but you did. That's when you, and I've had that happen to a veteran, you got to make sure that you got that information right, because they'll say they don't have it. And when you provide it, oh, okay, yeah, we got it now. So you have to have important information that could affect your whole claim. Now let's talk about it. Uh-oh. Now let's talk about this. We have the Salty Old Marine, my brother. Evening, everyone. I'm organized more or less. Okay, if you organize, I'm gonna put you on the spot too, the Salty Old Marine. Everybody show love to the Salty Old Marine. And if you haven't had a chance, go over to his channel and support him. We're trying to get him. He hadn't made it yet, almost 20,000 subscribers. His channel is growing fast, and we need to keep it growing. And y'all need to also check out Her Vet's Voice and make sure you help support her channel. Now listen, what is the hardest thing, the Salty Old Marine, for you to keep organized? What is the hardest thing in your VA documents to keep track of? Let us know. I think it's my medical records, but it could be your VA disability. It's my medical records. I'm confession. Now, Charlton say, question, topic is this code sheet form regional office only, or can you request it online? I'm sure you can request it online. You can request it to through your VSO. You can walk into the office like I did and get a copy. I had to do it. I had one failed attempt to get it, and the lady at the regional office telling you can't get it. She gave me my award letter. You know, I mean, she get my award letter, she get my decision letter and my notification letter, but she say they're gonna have to send my code sheet because that's an internal document, blah, blah, blah. Never sent it to me, waited for 2 months, went back up there. The man, I say, yeah, you know, I want to get my code sheet, but they never gave it to me. He said, wait a minute. He went right to the back, got it to me. He scratched one thing off, and I'm gonna tell you about that. Now listen. Everybody show love to Salty. Everybody show love to Salty. I need to make sure I got this on so we don't miss nobody. Now, since Betty says, Charlton, let me know if I answered your question. Charlton, you can call. They can do it through email or send it to you by mail or both. Yes, indeed. Now, I think I like both of those. I learned something by the email because I didn't know that. Salto Marine says, it is hard to keep track of all of the things the VA send me in the mail. I just have my disability awards kind of, and the binder got so gigantic over time. And this the topic. What one document provides? So that's the question for tonight. Let's answer. We about to answer that in a minute. And we say that one document is the VA code sheet. Now, as you go in your disability, I call it the letters of in disability compensation package. They're supposed to send you all three. They'll tell you that, oh, you're not supposed to get your code sheet. Let me ask, in your latest award, which documents do you have? Did they send to you? Did they send you your decision letter? And that's going to be the letter that tells you what the decision is. It's going to have the decision right on the front, okay? They're going to have your name, your file number, who represented you, whether you have representation or not, the date, and it's going to have the introduction, talking about you were in this ward or you was doing peacetime, and it's going to have the decision and the evidence. Now, when you go over to the notification, so the decision letters tell you whether they, let me go back a little bit. It tells you whether your claim was approved or denied. It could also be deferred. Now, the notification letter is kind of similar, it has similar information, but it notifies you of what your benefits are. And it tells you if you have any dependents, if they're on there, if they're not, you need to make sure. If you already have dependents, it'll tell you what extra income you're going to get for your dependents. All right, you listening to me? Continue. Then, and we have videos on all these, and we're going to go over them again. VA code sheet. Now, that's the one that's really important. It'll tell you what disabilities were approved and what were denied. It's going to tell you all type of stuff, whether you're honorably discharged or not, you have any future exams or not. It's going to have a timeline of all of your disability awards and those where you were reduced. It's going to all be on there and more. We're going to go over that tonight. And I hope that information is beneficial to you. You get me? So it's going to tell you what conditions were approved and what conditions were denied. And it's specific with the condition. And it's the history of your VA claim disability. And if conditions are static, that's why you see the man leg stuck in place. So you could be static at 10%. You could be static at 100%, which is preferable, right? That means not likely to improve. So let's talk about it, fam. Let's talk about it. Now, another letter is here. Now, I want to ask you a question. They call it the award letter. All these names are confusing, and the VA intentionally confused you with these letters. Let me see if I have it here. I want to ask you about the award letter. How is the award letter different from the other VA documents, such as your VA code sheet, your decision letter, your notification letter? How is the VA award letter different from other VA disability documents. And it took me a while to get this out, so it may be confusing. Be patient. Okay. Anybody got anything to say on that? The award letter, hint, is the letter you get every year in the mail. See, y'all thought those other documents were the award letters, right? That's not what they call them. I have 2 decision letters, one for tinnitus, 10%, and one for hearing loss, 0%. All right, service connected. Let me ask y'all this here. Your latest claims, your latest VA claim, the last one you got a decision on, was it approved or denied? I say you might even be 100%, but you put something in afterward. Was it approved? You might have put in for erectile dysfunction, SMC, special monthly compensation. Was your last claim approved or denied? Let us know, family. We see that Charleston last one seemed like it was approved. Your last claim, it may have been a side claim. Let us know. Now, what difference the award letter? I'm asking a whole bunch of questions, but let's talk about this. What makes your last claim was denied? Okay, sister. Hate to hear that. Hate to hear that. Now, what makes the award letter different? Alaskan, I said her last was approved. Was that the special monthly compensation? So what makes this letter different? This is the one you get every year, right? And you can use it to, what can you use the award letter to do? Let's talk about it. You can use your award letter to show proof of income, proof of funds. So if you want to buy a car, a house, you can use that without having all your medical information on the document, right? You get me now? So yes, an extra for my back and sciatica. Okay, congratulations. Now we have San Diego Marine in the house, says evening, veteran family, evening to you, brother. Now, let's see. No, evening, my brother, evening. Say evening H-Town. Yes, indeed. Now, this award letter, let me ask you this here. Who has their current award letter for 2026? Do you have your award letter? Did you get an award letter in January 2026? Yes or no? And this is the letter that shows your summary of benefits you are currently receiving from the Department of Veteran Affairs. It has your name on it. Yes or no? Do you have your award letter? Yes or no? And if you haven't got it, you need to get it and make sure it is correct. Who has their award letter? Alaskan Heights has hers. H-Town, I think I got mine. So the Salty Old Marine has his. Let me tell y'all something. Salty, let me tell you something, Salty Old Marine. They sent me mine and I went up. That's why I was able to get my code sheet too. I went up there because they left off the box that said whether I was permanent or total or not. If you are permanent and total, it should say that. Listen, look toward the bottom where it says yes, effective date in bold. Let me know. If you don't have it, you need to put no. Okay, let's see. They had on mine, they didn't put that I was permanent. They had my 100%, but they didn't say I was total and permanent. Now listen to what they say here. Say, are you considered to be total and permanently disabled due to your service-connected disabilities? It was supposed to have that question. Mine said yes, effective, whatever date. For Mr. John Brown, his was since 2014, 2/5/2014. Mine was a different date. Here's the thing. This is the issue. They left that whole question and answer off of mine. So you would assume that I'm not even 100% permanent total. That would affect my benefits drastically. You don't let the VA get away with that. And I went up there and I raised some little sand and everything. So do you have your award letter, fam? Let us know. San Diego Marine has his. Coastie has his. Okay. Charlton has his. You need to get it and check it every year. Everything that's on there. Take nothing for granted. Okay. Betty has hers. Okay. Now you're going to have your personal information, of course, that your social security number, but you can get versions of it without your social security number on there. Whether you're a veteran or not, it's going to show your military information, your character of discharge, which is critical. This is another document that's key. You can walk around with, and you can purchase things. You can use this as a source of income, like a check stub almost. Okay? Without having all your medical information and your personal business out in the street. You can use this in places like in Texas, they let you get your fisher's license. I take this document because it's another concise document that don't have much, you don't need several pages. Also, it tells you what branch of military, whether you were honorable, your time of service. You may have additional periods that are not listed above because some of you serve different time. Your VA benefits information, bam, it tells you how much you make, which is critical if you're purchasing something. You're trying to buy a house. It'll tell you combined rating and effective date, and it's going to say whether it is permanent. All right, let's talk about it. And then it has other information. Yes, indeed. We have a video on the award letter. You can use that. Now, when we're talking about the VA code sheet, we're trying to keep it simple, like the award letter is simple. This the best. That VA code sheet. That VA code sheet. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. I don't know if you did I ask you whether you have your VA? Do you have your VA code sheet, your most current VA code sheet since you've gotten your last award? Put code sheet if you have your VA code sheet, the most current one, or no code sheet. Do you have your code sheet or no code sheet? Let us know. Code sheet or no code sheet? Let us know, family. Now let's see. He's talking about the award letter for 2023, not 2026. You need to go up there to the regional office and tell them you need them to mail them to you, but you get a copy while you're there. Because I'm assuming, you need to know what's on there, what the VA is saying about you on your award letter. And you use that. If it's updated, it shows you have some more income coming in. San Diego Marine say, I can always go to the VA app. Yes. Can you get the code sheet out the VA app? Do you have? You say, yes, code sheet, I must have. Yes, indeed. We all need it. Alaskan Ice say code sheet. Oh, I'm starting to feel good now. Coastie say no, say code sheet. Now, if you don't have it, let us know and we'll do what we can here to help you get it. Many people in here, if they got it, they'll know how to get it. Let's talk about it. I didn't know what it was at first. Now, my hearing loss got me out of jury duty before my hearing aids, 2022. Yes, we might have to do one by jury duty. Now, Betty Bob say code sheet. Not the code sheet off the app. You can't get it off the app, okay? Charlton say no code sheet. What can we do to help Charlton get his current code sheet? So people put some information in the chat that will help our brother Charlton get his VA code sheet, which is a very important document. Oh, we thank y'all for y'all participation, y'all interaction, and this means a lot. And I want to ask you, I didn't get to ask you a question. Let me go back. I need to ask you a question. When dealing with the things that's now that you know it's on the code sheet, I want to ask you this here. Which one of these issues are you most concerned about? Which conditions you're service connected for or not? Dealing with the code sheet, conditions and the codes that go with them to know, what codes go with your code, the combat status code on the code sheet, or future exams. Which one of them concern you the most? Let us know, family. So we got C to supper say code sheet. Which one concerns y'all the most? Which one of these veteran statuses are you the most concerned about? Let us know, family. Are you concerned about your service connection? Okay, Alaska Nights is a service connection. I'm with San Diego Marine, future exams. Future exams. Okay. Let us know. Betty Bob's explain. All right, good now. Okay, good. Okay, she explained it. Okay, now, thank you, Betty Bob's, for doing that. Which one of these documents are you worried about future exams? Because if you don't have no future exams, you're in a good place, but you better keep a current copy of your code sheet. And look at Mr. Ray coming in. Yes, indeed. Everybody show love to Mr. Ray. Oh, thank you, Mr. Ray. Then come in and we bless the channel. Say, just came by to say hello and support the channel. We thank you. Everybody show love to Mr. Ray. Always kind and respectful when he come in here. And he done something, family. He put something in the collection plate. You understand? Now I'm gonna be doing some more bootleg preaching without a license. Family, thank you, Mr. Ray. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I appreciate you for always coming by. It's always good to see you. Family, everybody show love to Mr. Ray. Yes, indeed. Now, family, see, here's the thing. We get anxiety. Okay? Here's the problem. Oh, that cracked Mr. Ray up. That that's the collection plate. That's the building fund, Mr. Ray. We ain't never built nothing. The church ain't never got that addition, but God willing, and the creek don't rise, we gonna do it. Huh? Thank you, Betty Bobs. I will go online and get it. Okay, yes, indeed. Family, let me see what say. Say thank you so much. Now this is our sister Betty Bob saying thank you so much for the beautiful blessings, for coming by to share the kind and care love. It means a lot. Now thank y'all. And family, I appreciate you. Now, Mr. Ray says, hello, everyone. Don't have my glasses, so I am not able to address everyone. Now, just sit back and relax. Look, you gave that donation without the glasses, but I appreciate you. But we want you to sit back and enjoy yourself, as long as you can stay with us. We appreciate you. Yes, indeed. I'm amazed. People are worried about future examinations and being service connected. Ain't nobody really worried about no combat code. Now let's talk about it. We're going to get back to where we were at because we about to get into the nitty gritty up in there. Family, we bringing that scholarship in organization. Huh? See, one thing we said about the code sheet, it keeps it simple. It keeps everything simple. Okay? You got an outline of your disabilities over time, whether it tells you by date. Huh? Yes, indeed. Now let's talk about this. I'm just checking something out. Thank y'all for your patience, fam. Now let's talk about this VA code sheet. This VA code sheet is important. If you are a disabled veteran or you just got an award, whether you didn't you got a code sheet, things that you were denied, you go to VA and you get a copy of your code sheet. You hear what I said? This is very important. You're going to hear about this a lot. We're going to break the code, just like with the Egyptians. Everybody was saying the Egyptians were everything but black. Everybody saying the Egyptians couldn't read or write. Then they found the Rosetta Stone and found out through King Tut, and they found a stone, had like 3 stories on it in Egyptian language. One of them, I think, was about a prostitute, believe it or not. Somebody fell in love with a prostitute. It was 3, and they were able to decode, and they found out who King Tut was. They found out who his daddy was, Akhenaten. That's him with them big soup coolers, them big lips, black man, and his mother, which is King Tut's grandmother, Queen Ty. So she was actually from Nubia, but she ended up being queen over which is in the Sudan, over Egypt, which was called I forget they called Kemet at the time. So family, we breaking codes tonight. We're gonna do it on VA style too. So when you dealing with a VA code sheet, you dealing with what? You dealing with your health status. This VA code sheet gonna have things, conditions that you dealing with your health conditions that you are service connected for and those that you are not. And the code that relates to every either psychological or physical condition or chemical exposure. Are you listening to me? Who gonna break it down like H-Town? It's dealing with, don't you want to know your health status? You want to know if the VA has your health status. Come on now. Now listen, y'all know how to put a little history in there. Y'all know I was a history teacher. Now here's the code sheet. Now we're going to deal with one right off the back that deals with one condition first. If you ain't able to see it as good, I apologize. I got it as big as I possibly could. So one thing you can find out on your code sheet, what branch of service, whether you were honorably discharged or not. It's called the character of discharge. Okay? It shows what date you went in, what date you got out. It has your combat code. So when it deals with your honorable service, this is one place you can reference because that will affect whether you get VA compensation or not. Okay, whether you qualify or not, whether you have an honorable, dishonorable, bad conduct, general honorable conditions. Oh, Lord, this is the one everybody want to know about. If you want to find out, because, you know, once they send you your decision letter, it may say in your decision letter that you are no future exams. It may say in your notification letter, no future exam. But that's a letter you got that's dated now. It's not current once you get it. If you want to keep track of whether you have any future exams on your conditions, because the VA might slide one in, you need to get an up-to-date copy of your VA code sheet. And it would say, if you don't have any future exams, it will say future exam date, none. That means you have no future exam. Now, let's say you have several disabilities. Here, Mr. John Brown only has one, PTSD. Okay? And it is static. He has post-traumatic stress disorder with depressive disorder, not otherwise specified, and say service incurred, Gulf War incurred. Now listen, service connected, Gulf War incurred. Listen, these documents often have errors when it comes to your combat code, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, and you need to check that out. Huh? H-Town gonna break it down. Now, if you had any appeals back in the day when Mr. John Brown did his appeal, they call it notice of disagreement, which is an appeal, receive 8/13 2014. All right. That's the jurisdiction. Okay. Now, and it tells you in any associated claims, like he had a decision review officer. All right. High level reviewer, they call them. They had somebody look over the claim. Now, so it has the appeals on there. See all this good information on your award letter? And there's much more. Things that you are service connected for and things that you are not service connected for. They're going to list, from my knowledge, they always list the things that you're service connected for first. And the way they put it is this: subject to compensation. Then they're going to have an SC for service connected. Well, Mr. John Brown is subject to compensation for what? Post-traumatic stress disorder. All right. Now look at the timeline. Look at the timeline, because he only service connected for one disability. Look how it worked. I want y'all to follow this. Mr. John Brown he's static. His disability is static. When did Mr. John Brown get his 30%? 2005. He got it in 2005. He got his 50% 2007. In 2010, he got his 70%. Now, you notice from his 70% to his 100%, it's different dates. Follow this. You listening to me? Follow. He went from 70%, not straight to 100% permanent total. He went from 70% to unemployability. Now look at that. Go down to where it say combined evaluation for service connection. Look where it say individual unemployability granted June 19, 2010 to August 15, 2014. At that point of August 14, 2014, he became 100%. He went from a temporary 100% of IU, individual unemployability, to 100% permanent total. He requested specifically, while unemployable, for permanent and total status. You can put a claim in if you have a temporary 100%. You can request permanent total status if your evidence backs up that your condition is permanent and total and permanent based on the rating criteria for your condition. It should be approved. If it's not, you fight if it's supposed to be. Are you listening to me? And it tells you who approved your claim. Oh, tell it all. It sure do. This the only document tells you who approved your claim. I got mine. They couldn't scratch it off because I got it from my I got it from my VSO, the American Legion. But when I went up there to get an up-to-date copy, guess who it had? The guy scratched out the person's name that did the claim, because they got to put their name on there. Also shows your back pay information too. I didn't realize that. Okay. Now listen, question. How they know if a Navy ship was in a hostile combat zone action if was non-declared but by president order? They know. They know. They know. You just have to put in there. I often tell this story of helping a Vietnam veteran who was terminally ill, and this was my friend's father-in-law, and he was in a secret mission. I can't say what country, but it wasn't Vietnam. It was a neighboring country, and they were putting down Air Force beacons, where they can fly through, and got captured. And they was able to break out these makeshift cages, and they had to take one of them out, and this is a secret mission. So they couldn't say it. So what we put in there that, they was on top secret mission, and this happened, and that happened, and you just said one time. And you know what they came back with? We will neither confirm nor deny that this happened. but the claim is approved. Nothing was a lie, they say. Huh? But you got to be careful what you can't reveal too much information like that. But you got to let them know you was under a secret and it was in an undisclosed country, and you ain't got to put the country. All right. He told me the country, but I ain't saying nothing here. I got mine from a lawyer. Okay. Oh, you can get your award letter from a lawyer? Wow. Now listen. The things you service connected gonna be listed first. Then it say non-service connected by subject to not subject to compensation. So it'll have NSC, not service connected. For Mr. John Brown, not service connected for chronic fatigue syndrome, not service connected for all fires exposure. Huh? But it's good that it's on now, because you can come back and fight it. Come on now. Now, if you want to come back and fight it now, Mr. John Brown, say, hey, I put in for it way back in the day. And in 2004, they denied it. You see why look, we got Kevin here saying, good evening, everyone. Gave that donation. Thank you. And we appreciate you, my brother. Kevin, everybody show love to Kev. Not Kevin, but Kev. Everybody show love to Kev. And we appreciate you, Kev, for doing what? Putting a little something in the collection plate. We got to keep the building fund going. And he say, good evening, everyone. Kev put in that donation. And we don't say the amount, because any amount y'all give, 99 cents, $100, we value it all. Huh? Here at H-Town, we don't take nothing, we don't turn nothing down but our collar. And we appreciate what y'all do. Now, you just brought up a key point. Okay. And thank you, Kev. G14 classified. Yes, indeed. It takes a lot to do the channel, and I appreciate y'all. Sometimes I get discouraged and I'm like, man, this is crazy. Because it takes a lot of time, financial, and everything. Let me see, can I get back while I'm there? Fam, are we doing this thing? Now, let's get back to it. I hope we're being very clear here. Now, listen to what we got on this code sheet. See, H-Town going to break it down. We're going to give you, we ain't going to just tell you, we're going to show you. So you need that code sheet so you'll know the things that you are service connected for and you're not service connected for. Let me pull this up on the full screen, get my face up. Oh, boy. Let me see. I want y'all to see that full because, I couldn't get it, but so big. Because we want to show y'all this knowledge is power, fam. We trying to give y'all the power here. Huh? Listen what it say. Blessings and thank you so much for the beautiful blessings. Sit back and relax and enjoy the chat. So glad you are here, Kev. Yes, indeed. Kev showing the love. Everybody's showing the love. And we appreciate you. Now, let's get back to this here. So now, look, that's why I say, notice the things, and you will notice next to every disability, there's a code. Right next to, this is why they call it the code sheet. Look right next to PTSD that's in red with the arrows. It has 9411. That's the code for post-traumatic stress disorder. You go farther down, chronic fatigue syndrome, which is called, this is the things he was denied for. Chronic fatigue syndrome, CFS, is the code is 8863-6354. All conditions have a code. Now, if you have special monthly compensation, it's going to be on there too. Family, this is why it's critical to have this document. Now, is H-Town breaking it down? Huh? Come on now. We bringing scholarship. Remember that Mr. John Brown, before he received his 100% permanent total, he had what? His combined rating. Why is it called? Why was unemployability called a combined rating? Because unemployability is a combined rating because of the fact that it's extra scheduler. So you're not 100%, but they paying you at 100%. Remember, he got this. back in 2010 when he was 70%, because you need, now look when he got it, 70% from 5/4/2010. Well, the very next month, his individual unemployability, the back date was granted to July 19, 2010. So once he got his 70%, he applied for unemployability as soon as he got his 70%. Because all you need, now follow this here, everybody show love to Skins in the house. Everybody show love to Skins in the house. So as soon as he got his 70%, he applied. Why? Because he qualified. Veteran is eligible to file a claim for individual unemployability if one service-connected disability is rated 60% or higher. His condition was 70%, so that was 60% or higher. So it's usually between 60 and 90, because if you're 100 already, you don't need to file for unemployability. Everybody show love to Skins. Come on now, family. Are we breaking this thing down? Are we bringing scholarship to it? Do it make sense? Now, understand this here. Once he got the unemployability, he kept there for a while, got his evidence together, Mr. John Brown, and then he had the confidence to file in 2014, which is 4 years later, for his 100% permanent total. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Let me tell you why he did that. He did that because he said, you know what? Unemployability is temporary, but I'm gonna let it ride for a few years. But he had dependents that he wanted to use CHAMP VA for, Chapter 35 educational benefits. He let it ride while he built up his evidence. And what did he do? He filed for specifically a permanent total status. And yes, you can do that. Who knew that you could file for a permanent total status? Just not for increased rating. You're already on unemployability. Did you know that if you are unemployable or temporary 100%, you can apply for a permanent total status? Put a Y in the chat if you knew it. Put an N in the chat if you didn't know that. That if you are paid a temporary 100%, everybody show love to Tanya. Come on in here. Yes or no, did y'all know that? Give us a yes or no, did you know that? That one, if you are a temporary 100%, you can file for a permanent 100%. Tanya say, hey, what's going on, Tanya? Mr. Ray knew. Okay. Everybody show love to Tanya. Alaskan Ice knew. I need to know who knew. Betty knew. Okay. Benny knew. Jimmy Elmore. Everybody show love to Brother Jimmy. He knew. San Diego Marine didn't know. So, family, that's why because sometimes we miss things. I didn't know until my representative told me so. I was unemployable, and I was told, I say, well, how can I get 100% permanent total? Now, they could have just gave me TDIU, which is a permanent rating. I'd have took it. But they gave me 100% permanent total because I had a symptom, for at the 100% level, and so did Mr. John Brown. Now listen, subject to compensation line, note the number before service connected in the parentheses, 1 point service connected. Yes, indeed, that's critical. You see right up there where it's talking about right before post magistrate, subject to compensation, one condition is, and for Mr. John Brown, it was PTSD. Family, we doing this thing. Y'all are doing a wonderful job. Now, family, let's talk about it. So you didn't know that if you had a temporary 100% of IU, you could file for a permanent total status. Now, another thing, and you just request it, and you tell them based on this symptoms, that's why it's important to do. You can request it, and then they're going to do a CMP exam and see if you have symptoms at the 100% status. PTSD, you know, that's going to be gross impairment of thought and different things like that. Now, let's talk about it. Now, that's why we need to talk this thing out and understand. Let us continue, family. Now, we talked about the things that Mr. John Brown was not service connected for. And even with the non-service connected things that he was denied for, they also put down the VA code for it. Because you can go back and look at the VA code and see, did they properly adjudicate your claim? If you have some of those symptoms that showed next to the code, huh? And you see the code for oil well fires is 6899-6813. Wow, look at us, family. We got 27 likes and 25 watching, family. You know y'all all right with me. Some of my best friends are veterans. Wow. Is H-Town being phony? Here we go. This is what our brother said earlier. Listen, they going to, at the last part of it, they might scratch it out. They tell you who was the person that adjudicated your claim. You find, in this case, Mr. John Brown, he had a decision review officer, or they call him a high level reviewer now. And it was J.B. Scales was the draw. Come on now. Now the new, I got it on mine, but the new one that I got, which is, it don't show no different. They scratched it out because, you know, I hadn't had no decisions. Yes, I did. I had some other disabilities, psychological disabilities at it. So do y'all understand that this document, the VA code sheet, has the name of the person that adjudicated your claim or made the decision? Did you hear me? Who knew that you got, let me ask you this here. I need to, hold on, let me get back to this. Who knew that the person that makes the decision on your claim is on the, that's on the code sheet? Who knew that? Let me see. Who knew that that person on there? Did you know that? That the person that did your claim is on the code sheet? Put a Y for yes, or N for no. Let us know. Come on, family. See, that knowledge is power up in here. Now, that's if you have one condition. See, and you get this here to verify your status, okay? Now, what if you have multiple conditions, fam? What do? Uh-oh. So let's say you don't just have, like Mr. John Brown had PTSD. Now, let's see. You knew it. Okay, you, okay. All right, San Diego Marine. Now, listen to Alaska Nights. Mine was not scratched off well, and I saw the Raider and the senior person name. They didn't do it good enough. Oh. Alaska Nights. If they say they didn't scratch it off well, we need you to bring that document back in so we can scratch it off better. Would you take it back in, Alaska Nights? Did you know that name was on there? Who saw the name? Let us know. I saw the name. San Diego say me. He knew that you could, the person name on there. Betty say she knew. San Diego Marine say yes, he knew. Jimmy Elmore didn't know. Also, the denials too. Yeah, they on there. Yeah, whoever did the denials didn't know the drone. Whoever made the decision. Their name is going to be on the document. Did you hear me? Now listen to last night. No, they won't know. What's that? Because you're not going to talk about it. So now, if you have multiple conditions, look, that are approved. Remember just what somebody put in earlier, subject to compensation, 1 point service connection. Look at the different things that that's subject to service connection for this Navy veteran. Now, I want to ask you with this Navy veteran, do they have a future exam or no? I don't know if y'all can see it well enough. I'm gonna blow it up better. Does this Navy veteran, we see that they had honorable service, don't have a name in that form. Their combat code is 1. Do they have any future exams? Now listen, Mr. Ray says this. I saw all the names from the VSR coach and someone else that gave the final signature for the denial from 2007. I almost reached out to them almost 20 years ago later and asked why you do that. They would probably been scared as hell. Yes, indeed. Mr. Ray said, I know all y'all names. I'm putting RICO charges on all of you. Now look. Do anybody see? Can you see it? Okay, it says any future exams. Look, say future exams. What date they have for future exams? Or do it say no future exams? You're going to put RICO charges on all of them. You had them looking out the regional office windows, Mr. Ray. Listen and say, I'm here for Raider, H-Town. Okay, I'm here for Raider. Oh, H-Town, hold on. This is Raider. I'm confused. How you here for Raider? Is this your alter ego? Or is this will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Will the real Raider stand up? Is somebody out here cosplaying as my brother? June 2019. Okay, they have one. Hold on, but they got several disabilities. I'm confused. Some of the disabilities, Raider, am I being messy? Since Raider's here, H-Town is now a Raider. No, don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. No, Lord. No, I am not. Navy vets are all messed up, LOL. I'm not going to laugh at that. One still works for the VA. Mr. Ray is something else. He laughed at what I said. Put RICO charge on all of them. Listen, I am here for Raider H-Town. No, I'm not a Raider. I am just a disabled veteran. I get confused without my medication. Yes, indeed. Listen, y'all cutting up. Everybody show love to Raider. Everybody show love to Raider. Now listen. This is confusing. Why is it confusing? Oh, I may do that. Because this individual has several conditions, this Navy veteran, and some of them are static at 10%. Raider HQ, can a condition be static at 10%? Anybody else? And some conditions are not static. If they are static, they specify. The first condition dealing with the acne, I can't say Barbie, however you say that big word, dealing with the skin and scar stuff. 10% static disability. But does have another, for his headaches, for their headache, June 2019, they have a future exam. Okay, so you can be, y'all heard Raider said, you can be static at 10% or any percentage, I'm assuming, not just 100. It can be static at 0%. Come on, not likely to improve. Real talk, Raider. He says, hey, all, I took off. Let's see what we got to say. Mr. Ray, I need to help catch them out in the parking lot. That's why they don't want you on there. Oh, man, Raider HQ, ED, yes, indeed. My ED is static. Oh, really? I didn't know that, y'all just taught me something. I didn't know that ED could be static. I don't know. I should have made the logical conclusion. Did not know that. Do anybody know any conditions that are most likely to be static? I know mental health conditions are not likely to be static. They tend to wing and wane, but it's hard to get them static if I'm wrong. Now listen to what Raider HQ says. Say if you have future exams on your code sheet and your date is in the past, then that is likely an error. Okay. By the Raider from switching it from routine exam to static. Let me ask you, Can you get that corrected, Rater? Let us know. Every rating can be static. Oh, any rating can be static. Okay. Wow. Tinnitus can be static. Okay. Wow. Erectile dysfunction can be static. Whoo, boy, y'all got me going on here. Let's get to it now. Let's get to it. They reviewing your stuff, right? Whoever, the high level reviewer, whoever made the decision on your claim, and those that signed off on it, then the rating decision. That's the first thing, whether they approved or denied your claim, dealing with the rating decision. That's on your VA rating code sheet. These are important things that's on your VA rating code sheet. It's going to be highlighted in red. Also, where it happened. Now, this is what confuses me, and I need y'all help on this here. Why in the world, if you had your claim submitted at, let's say I had it submitted here at the Houston VA hospital, Houston VA regional office, why in the world would it be in another state? Is it because the workload? Why can't they adjudicate it here? And who would I correspond with? I'm so confused. Now, the VBA, the Veteran Benefits Administration, right, is the person handling it. And in this case, is the Department of Veteran Affairs, right? And in the case of Mr. John Brown, it was the Houston VA regional. So approve and deny claims. This is what I've learned, and this is just my personal opinion, that the purpose of the VA is to approve and deny claims for benefits in the form of compensation, extraschedular ratings, protected ratings, secondary disability claims, tax exemptions, education, housing, loans, healthcare, adaptive housing or automobile, clothing allowance, life insurance, and burial. Even though I know they handle some of these over at the VHA. Now listen to what Rater says. Rater HQ, that is. Typically, the next claim you do will allow the next rater to switch the erroneous route, routine future exam. Oh, that's what RFE stands for, to static. Okay. So without that new decision, they can't go in there and mess with it. It's locked until then, right? Computerized even things out. Okay, all right. Now listen, they reschedule you for reexaminations for VA disability ratings. These are the things that the Houston VBA does. Office pulls claim. Okay, wow. Oh, they can pull them. They can pull your claim, okay, and take them somewhere else. Do they do that for quality control? Why? What they really want from us? Now, look, always, please, 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 when you get your VA rating code sheet, I beg of you, and I'm not one to beg that much, please know how many pages. Mr. John Brown has 2. Do anybody have they remember how many pages on their VA rating code sheet? It's gonna have the pages 1 to 2 for him. Do yours say 1 to 4? And do you have all the pages or just the first 1 or 2? Talk to us. What good is it having it if you don't have all the pages? Different offices in different states. Okay, Alaska Knight says. Listen to Jimmy Elmore. He has 7 pages to his doggone code sheet. 7? Wow, I think I have 2. Rater says when claims went into digital, having the claims be randomly dispersed to different regional offices hindered the ability of staff to I forget, cursor the money by local people. Okay. I forget that word. I'm sorry. I can't believe I forgot that word. Now listen, I'm sorry. Rita, I forgot that word. Alaska Knight say some offices had too many claims or worked slow. Okay. I can't believe Jimmy Elmore has 7 pages, but that's possible. Okay. Wow. Betty says 2. Now, for Charlton, he says, question, can claims be cherry-picked by other regional offices who have better raters, some special people with knowledge? Now, if Rader's still in here, he would have to be the one to answer that question, or if somebody else knows. I don't know. Can claims be cherry-picked if some offices specialize? I think he did say that when they had that scandal in Philadelphia, they had certain offices that had good error rates that handled those claims. But if he's still here, he may not be. Mental health claims are done by one office. Wow. Really? Well, y'all teaching me some stuff. Alaska Nights, how do you know so much? Family, I'm loving this. Now, here we go. Personal information. Please make sure that your name is right on the form, on your VA code sheet. Make sure your file number, your social security number. Some older veterans, they had file numbers that's different from their social security number. For many of us now, our social security number is our file number. Make sure your name, if you have Junior on there, if they put half part of your name, I've seen that be issues. Family, I thank you, Raider. You really saving my life tonight, because there's certain things that I just don't know. Jimmy says 3 service connected and 4 not service connected. Wow. On mine, I have 1 service connected and I think 3 not service connected. Come on, let's talk about it. Raider, okay. Now let's see. No, the NWQ says who gets what, ROs can decide what they keep, though. Okay, so what they keep, the ROs, the regional officers decide what they keep. Once they get there, they say, oh, we want to keep this, we don't want this. Now, Raider HQ going on to say mental health claims are done by all offices. I didn't know that. I was kind of on the side of I was on the side of Alaska Nights. I didn't think they would do them outside. Raider, you just telling us stuff. Now say there are 5 specific offices who do MST, military S trauma, military sexual trauma claims, though. Okay, now this is, I didn't know that. I thought they would have it at your local regional. So this is interesting. If y'all haven't had a chance, please go over to Raider HQ channel, and he talks about this information and more. You understand? And go over there and give, like he said, give him a chance. Your personal information, make sure your personal information is correct. Now, Jimmy Elmore say, I was talking about the pages I have. Oh, so, okay, you talking about Jimmy, so 3 pages. Okay, 3 pages now. Okay. How many pages you had? Now, let's see what the last night say. Oh, she's talking directly to him. Oh, yes. Now, I want to know that. Did it used to be just one office, or was it always, Raider, more than one office? I'm all in their business and they Kool-Aid. I'm going to have to put it full screen because I want to make sure y'all don't, because the writing is so small. Fam, we getting into this thing tonight. Okay, now here we go. The next line, if you see, you go across, you'll see, I'm putting it in red, everything we're talking about. Who? Before we do that, I need to know what Raider said about that. Oh, yes, I do. Raider says, no, it's been all offices. Radiation is only done at Jackson Regional Office. There are other instances for specific types of claims to be done at one office, but mental health is not that case. Man, y'all just, I didn't know that. I really believe mental health was just handled at my regional office for my case. I don't know why I thought that. I really believe that. I have 14 service-connected disabilities and 16 non-service-connected disabilities. Whoa. Say thanks. See, we here getting everybody together, and we thank y'all. That's why I say I'm not the expert. You're not the expert. We are the experts. Now let's talk about representative. Now, power of attorney. Who represented you in your latest claim or the claim that got you to 100%? I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a VSO, and it was, well, let's see. I'm gonna tell you what's the name had. It was American Legion. Who represented you? If you did it yourself, put DIY if you did your claim yourself. All right. For me, it was a VSO American Legion. Jimmy Elmore used the American Legion. Say American Legion. Did you do it yourself? Now it says Assistant Veteran Service Center Manager. What in the world is that? What is this fancy stuff, Raider? I need a dictionary to talk to you. Do it. Do it yourself. You did it yourself. Now, let me get you. You say American Legion question. Did you use them as a claimed representative, power of attorney? Did you give them power of attorney to adjudicate your claim? That's what we got on the screen. A legal document that allows someone else to act on your behalf. Who did you use? Who acted on? So right now you acted on your behalf. On your behalf. Do it yourself. So no power of attorney to nobody for Betty. Man, that was a heck of a name. I ain't never heard this boy. Listen, VSCM and AVSMC might as well on the moon for as such as they know about the claims process. They are an administrative individual. Okay. M. Attorney, thank you for the wonderful email, and I'm going to be using that information. Everybody show love to M. Attorney. Say Raider HQ, yes indeed. Family, let's see. Now listen. Come on, we putting it all out there in the bricks tonight. Who was your power of attorney, if you don't mind telling us? So the Salto Marines say, I gave DAV my power of attorney, but ended up doing all my claims do it yourself. DIY. Let me ask you, what made y'all go rogue and handle it on your own? Was there something that happened that frustrated you? Let's see. Everybody show love to MM. Now listen, and as I said, we've had 3 content creators coming in tonight. If you haven't went over to the Salty Old Marines channel, please do that. Raider HQ's channel, please do that. I'm learning from them and our sister Hervette's voice. I'm learning from all of them and helping me. Did you hear what I said? That's what I appreciate. I'm sensitive. I thank you, the Salto Marine, because you put out a list of everything you gave to me. I ain't getting the detail, but you gave me, and I got all my monetization stuff out the way. Family, y'all know I wasn't even able to get nothing, but now I finally got all that thanks to what's my brother's name? Hellfish Haven and the Salto Marine. Salto Marine just broke it all down. He was in my brain. Now listen. Jimmy say the DAV wouldn't help me. That don't make sense. Hold on. Have y'all ever went to a representative or VSO, Veteran Service Officers, and they said, we can't help you? Have you ever went to that? That sounds wild. Let me see what you got to say. He said, I messed that up. AVSC and VSCM is what they should be. Okay. Ooh, let me see. Boy, I tell you, y'all got me sweating in there. I can't believe he say the DAV say they wouldn't help him. Disabled Veterans of America. I don't understand. Why wouldn't they help you? Was it a condition that couldn't be service connected? How? What kind of? Jimmy, please let us know. I'm confused. Oh, they were saying that your veteran status wasn't right. Now I am doing future exams. Do it yourself. No power of attorney. We know how you feel about lawyers, Charlton. Not trying to trigger you. The Sawtell Marine said DAV VSO told me I was too old to file claims, to be filing claims. Not lying. But now you got the claim done on your own. How are you and Jimmy? Y'all had bad experiences with the DAV. And we ain't gonna be unfair. I had a bad experience with Texas Veteran Commission. That's a local one here. The lady seemed like she wanted to help me, but she was going through her own, PTSD problems too. But they didn't file my paperwork. Have you ever had any bad experiences with a VSO? If you don't mind saying who it is, or you could just put VSO if you don't want to specifically say who they were. Now let me see. Man. Now listen to what Raider says. Family, we talking about power attorneys. I didn't mean to open up a can of words. Are we gonna have to do a part 2 on this thing? Listen, Raider say, I did my own claims because of weapon grade incompetence. Wow. That would be loaded into a weapon and be fatal. Just my personal experience though. Now, you had bad experiences with VSO. I must be too old. Yes. Wow. Why they discriminated against age? This supposed to be disabled American veterans, and they were discriminating based on age? I can't believe they say something like that. I'm not surprised. Now listen to what Mr. Ray says. It just seems like no one will care about your claim as much as you. So DIY, the Veteran of Foreign Wars, turned their nose up to me in 2022. Thank God you ran into Raider HQ and you decided, let me ask you this here. Going forward, and I want y'all to be honest, who in here, if you had all the information, you would do it yourself? Going forward, if you had it your way, you would do every claim going forward, do it yourself. Who gonna do their claims going forward? DIY, do it yourself. Let us know. Oh man, this is getting heavy. Turn their nose up, talking about people too old. Y'all have had some horrible experiences. That is very insensitive. I don't know if I could have handled it, man. I'd be feeling some kind of way. They treating you worse than some of the people at the VA hospital. At them desks, of course. Plus, I claim classified was ordered not to disclose G-14. And you need to say it was classified, and you can get that claim seen. What can he do, Raider or Sawtell Marine, if his case is classified? How should he word it? Charlton was in a situation that he can't disclose the information. What can he do to get help, but not get in trouble for disclosing classified information about the incident or mission he was on? Come on now. We got the right people in here. Now listen, MM says, hey, H-Town family, I went back to do it yourself because my claim involved special monthly compensation. That's interesting because that seemed like a more complex claim, and you felt more confident to do extra scheduler special monthly compensation than you did dealing the regular 0 to 100% disability claim, scheduler claim. Now listen, even the lawyer was not familiar with special monthly compensation. Eventually, I went to the board myself and was awarded SMCL. Wow. Family, y'all just sharing it with us tonight. Now, Mr. Ray says this. Now, with a company that cares about veterans and not after a quick buck, how do you vet, Mr. Ray? How did you vet and feel comfortable with this company? And you knew that they had the veteran's best interest in mind. How did they present themselves to let you know that? Were they informative? Were they, just let us know. Now, Betty says, you ain't got to tell us who they are, but just let us know. I went to 2 VSOs and they did not know their job description. Waste my time. So some were not informed. Some made harsh statements toward the veteran. They were too busy. He's let's see. He said, okay, talking to Betty. Oh, I got to read this. I'm sorry, family. And he's saying to Betty, I asked a VSO, this is Mr. Ray. Sorry, because I don't read y'all personal statement. But I got to read this. Y'all forgive me. Be mad at him and I apologize. Now, listen, why apologize if I'm doing it anyway? Betty, I asked the VSO if she could look into VBMS, and she said she don't need that to do her job. Wow. Man, y'all had some wild statements said to y'all. We're going to see how many people do it themselves. I do it myself. Given what I've learned on this internet and the people that I've seen doing things, helping people, they wouldn't give me ride either. Had to get one of my church from your church friends, okay, to give me a ride to my appointment. Wow. Did they give you travel pay? Hold on. What am I doing? All right. Let's see. So that's definitely how I see it. Okay. So I would do it DIY, do it yourself. Salty Old Marine, the Salty Old Marine would do it herself. Alaskan Ice would do it herself. Betty would do it herself. Charlton would do it himself. All right. Now listen. Part 2 classified, LOL. But we got to get to the bottom of that. Get you the help you need. Now, Betty Box VSOs talked about my weight. She never asked me, was I service connected for anything? That's what you come there for. That should have been a initial. Both VSOs did that. Wow. You had bad experiences with VSOs. Now listen to what the Salty Old Marine says. I can't answer that, but Raider has talked about it before. There's a special office for secret squirrely stuff, I think. Boy, y'all cut up. Y'all cut up. Now listen, I'm gonna get to you, MM, and but I want to. This kind of ties in what the Salty Marine said, and we're talking about Charlton. Please, I hope you're listening, Charlton. Without providing disqualifiers, you can report on a VA form 214138, which is the supported claim form. Listen to what he's saying now. That during a time period you were on classified orders, they will do a records research request. That's why I was careful what I said. Please, for those of you that are watching this, if you want some type of classified mission, look what's on the screen. Raider HQ is a retired Raider, and listen to how to word it and get more information. Go over there and check our brother out. Thank you. He said, I've been there, Mr. Ray. I didn't know y'all went through so much, fam. Now, fam, we got two more subscribers since this. Now we have 2,989. How many do we need to get to 3,000? We have 2,989 subscribers. How many we need? Now listen, MM says the biggest limitation for doing it yourself is the inability to access your records in a timely manner. Having a VSO or an attorney gives better access to the C file, but you lose control. Wow. And thank you for that good information, right? Helping our brother say. The record search request will just tell the staff members that yes, and the thing is conceded or not, it cannot, or not, no, it cannot be conceded, meaning the condition, yes, indeed, based on this top secret missions. Now, Charlton says, thanks, Raider. I was worried. And see, but he got you not worried, right? That's what we come here for. How many we need? We need 11 to make 3,000 subscribers. Thank y'all, family. Y'all think we're going to do it. We playing the lottery. Now, listen to what Raider says. Please pay attention. This brother taking time out of his busy schedule to do things like this. Got a channel and he's handling business. Got a business too. Now, example, during my classified period of time, I injured my left knee and had treatment records at that time between the years of boom, boom, and that. So you need to put the years. So you put the years in there, so it'll be in your records without you saying what the mission was, divulging. But you have stuff in your medical records that'll refer back to the mission. You found that Radar HQ, it was my PTSD incident, ship collision. Okay. Now that's interesting, family. I would say it like you describe it. Name of the ship, though. Okay. Okay. Come on now, family. We can got down to it, family. We help. This is veteran helping veterans up in here. Come on now. I'm enjoying it. I'm starting to like y'all. Now listen. Next, it'll let you know where they send copies to. I always want to know, where in the world will they email other copies of your form to? The VA has it. Who else would the VA give it to other than your VSO or your power of attorney? Who else get copies of your VA code sheet? I don't know. If anybody know, let us know. Now, the EOD, which is your entered on duty, that's what EOD stands for, date that a service member entered on active duty. Come on, family. Are we talking about it tonight? Raider says, I want to show, let me see, I want to show my support tonight, but I am tired and think I'm going to turn in. Have a wonderful night, everyone. You've showed your support. You get your rest. You came in, you did your part and some. Everybody show love to Raider. Everybody say good night to Raider. I'm starting to like him already. Oh, look, he say he about to turn in, but he give us some information on the way out. He say, now take that with you. Raider, you ain't slick. Fiduciary will get copies of your code sheet and claim information. I did not know the fiduciary would have a copy of your code sheet. How y'all feel about that? Raider, you upset me on the way out. A fiduciary gonna have a copy of the code sheet. What they need it for? To do some fiduciary? Everybody say good night to Raider. Thank you for letting us know that. Come on now, let's do this here. Family, I'm enjoying y'all tonight. What else is on there? Also on there is the RAD. The RAD is the release from active duty date. The date that a service member ends the active duty service. Please make sure both dates, your EOD, entered on active duty, and RAD, released from active duty, are correct. This is very important. It's the RAD, the release from active duty date that the service member ended active duty service. Come on now, fam. Now we doing this thing. Now here's the next one. Your branch of the military. Family, if y'all don't mind saying, let us know your branch. Just put Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, or Space Force. You ain't got to put U.S. nothing. Just put Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine. Let us know your branch. That was what going there. I was in the Army. What's your branch? Now, so you need to put your branch. If you they'll have it on there. It'll be on your code sheet. You see how much powerful information in there? So H-Town was in the Army. Jimmy Elmore was in the Army. Betty Boss was in the Navy. Alaskan Ice was in the Army. Okay. Uncle Sam's misguided children. That's Marines. Marines are off the chain, man. I served with them, good people, but man, I don't know what they do to them in basic training. These they out there, man. I ain't say they crazy. They're a little too charged up for me. Now, Charlton says, Navy. Is it true? Is it true that Mr. Rogers was a Marine? I just can't see Mr. Rogers. We all grew up to love. Army, Saltdale, Marine, LL. No, don't say that. He was a Marine. That's why it's in the name. It's in the name. Put your branch of service, fam. I got one person that came in there. I've had every branch. We got Coastie from the Coast Guard, and I had about 2 or 3 other Coast Guard members. It had one from Space Force. Now listen, never again volunteer yourself. Mr. Rogers was a Marine. Okay. Now, the next box is the character of discharge. All this information is on your VA code sheet. It describes how a service member was released from the military and whether it was under honorable conditions. Appears on the DD-214, which is an official document that also includes the reasons of separation. Okay? So you either can get an honorable condition, you can be released under, your character of discharge can be honorable, under honorable conditions. Usually they call it general under honorable conditions. Other than honorable conditions, bad conduct discharge, dishonorable discharge, and uncharacterized discharge. Usually, like if you get out doing basic training or before, I've heard of that happen. So Kevin was in the Army. Captain Kangaroo was a Marine. Captain Kangaroo was the softy, man. You can't tell you. Captain Kangaroo was a Marine. He was just this nice. How these nice people were just the soft, man. They need to make a movie about that. How was these people? They were so nice with kids. We used to love Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Rogers. Still love him. Rest in power. Sure, both of them passed away. Now listen, this is the biggest error they make. Combat status. Now look at this person here. Well, this person, I don't know if they were in combat. For Mr. John Brown, the other one, they had a combat code of 1, and he was in Dunstorm, not this person here. No, because he had 1 or more combat disabilities, and all are compensatable. This is how the codes work, and now we're going to get to that. Now, let's see. I'm going to get to this one in a second. If you are in the Space Force and get Ranger qualified, you are a Space Ranger. Just saying. Is that a joke or for real? Tell me if that's real. Mine has 1. Okay. What does yours say? All right. Mine says 1, meaning no combat disability, but it's an error. It's supposed to say 2, 1 or more combat disabilities and all compensatable. So let's show it how it goes. If you got a 1, This is what it reflects. Let's go. VA combat status codes. The first one, if you have a 1, that means you have no combat disabilities. Okay? If you have a 2, 1 or more combat disabilities, and all are compensatable. All right. Number 3, 1 or more combat disabilities and none are compensatable. Number 4, 1 or more combat disabilities and some are compensatable. Do that make sense? Make sure y'all follow that. Now listen, so this is a correction. If you have 1 or more combat disability and all are compensatable, it should be a 2 instead of a 1 there. But the VA has a habit of putting a 1 in there. Make sure your stuff is correct. Just kidding, but I feel like I should be true. If it is. It sounds almost like it's true. That sounds like a Space Ranger. Yes, indeed. Fam, let's continue. See, we breaking down this VA code sheet. Next, take this off, is the box that says schedule future examinations. So it's a future exam date, and it has June 2019. You go down to the headache condition pre-discharge exam before they got the military. They have a future exam June 2019. The other conditions, no future exams, and some of them are static. All right. So listen, when it comes to future exam date, this is very critical because you want to know, because you could get reduced, right? That's why you need your VA rating code sheet. The VA schedules future exams based on the condition and circumstances of the case, 3 to 5 years, most likely. All right. The VA will include a code sheet in the rating decision packet. They don't do it. Who got a code sheet? Who did not get a code sheet in your rating package? You had to go get it separate. Let us know. Put me in the chat. It didn't come with your decision letter and your notification letter, the things that showed that you got your VA disability. Let us know. If there is no future exam, the code sheet will say none. Okay, you say me. You didn't get it. Betty Box didn't get it. If you got to say, I got it with my stuff. Now, jurisdiction for a new VA claim is based on the veteran's permanent residence. Jurisdiction is assigned to the regional office, RO, for the veteran with a permanent address in the VO's geographical area, but it can be moved around. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. I had the request for it. So did I. I actually got a copy and didn't know what I had at first. Next thing, we'll see here that this Navy veteran had a supplemental claim. So if you have any other kind of claims, they're going to be on the paperwork too. Associated claims, you see it under that. So he or she put 020 e-benefits, form 576 EZ supplemental 2/11/2018. So he submitted a supplemental claim, and that's going to be on your code sheet. Do y'all see how important the code sheet is now? Next, things that you are service connected for, we talked about earlier. So if you have a hearing problem, a link between your military service and current diagnosis or condition. So you're service connected. So he's service connected for, I want to say acne and some of the other stuff, the Barbie, headaches, right foot, tinnitus. So let me put that up and put it all over the screen. And tinnitus, 10%, 0% for status post right thumb fracture, 0%. I'm going from the bottom, going up. Right foot, something with the foot, 10%. Headaches, 10%. Also static for the scars and the information. Now let's see. I've never received a code sheet with a decision letter. Neither have I, MM. That would be great if they provided it, though. The exam request would be great to also get when an exam is scheduled. Yes. And they should have a copy of, they should send a copy of your exam. Always request a copy of the exam once you have the exam. Family, did we do this thing? Come on now, let's talk about it. Now listen, then they go to combined ratings. And remember what H-Town described as combined rating. So let's say you started off at 40%. You automatically, combined ratings, meaning all your conditions added up. Okay? So let's say you have bilateral, you have 10 for you each knee, or you just got 4 ratings that's 10%. That's a combined rating. So they went from a combined rating, the Navy veteran, of 20%, July 2007 to 2018, 30% combined rating. Now let's continue. Family, we talk about this thing. Say AI Mathers, who plays with aliens as Gunnery Sergeant Alpo. He was a Marine. Oh, really? Now listen, these are the things that were not service connected. Are you following? No link between military service or current diagnosis, injuries, or condition, or no diagnosis at all. So either you have a diagnosis and it's not, even though you're diagnosed with the condition, it's not a service connection, or you just don't have a diagnosis. So it's always good to try to get a diagnosis. So look at these situations that they were not service connected for. This Navy veteran, not service connected, and not subject to compensation. 8-NSC, which not service connected, peacetime and Gulf War. So they were peace and wartime. Now, dealing with an eye condition, some injury, not service connected for that. Sleep apnea before they got out the military, they did exam, not service connected for that. I don't know what this condition is, but it's something to do with like acne on the face. DYSHIDROSIS. If you know what it is, please look it up and apply for PTSD. And look at the codes right next to everything you were denied. Now look, and that's the same thing for everything that's approved. The code, there's a code. Look up the code for yours. Now deferred, acid reflux was deferred, and the code number for that was 7346. That's why they call it the VA code sheet. Family, did we go over this thing? Did we break that thing down? Now, deferred. Now remember, let's talk about this. We ain't been here less than 2 hours. Deferred issues. That's why when you get something deferred, go ahead and get your code sheet. What does it mean? It means that the VA needs more information to make a final decision on a disability benefits exam. So they might approve some conditions, but not others. That's what deferred means. A deferral is not a denial or approval, but rather an opportunity to provide additional evidence. And they may need that evidence from you or the doctor or somebody else that has the medical information. Incomplete evidence. That's another reason. That's one of the main reasons to get deferred. The evidence submitted with the claim was not enough to make a decision. All right. What's another reason your claim will be deferred? Multiple service-connected conditions. And hold on, let me get where y'all can see my face. And hold on, most service connected conditions. The VA may be ready to decide on some conditions, but not others. So there's so many of them. They say, you know what? These are easy to go and give them a decision, whether it's approval or denial. And the other one, they need more time. So they might go ahead and give you decisions on some and still work on the ones that are deferred. Now, another reason they might defer your claim, need for more clarification. The VA may request more rationale or clarification from medical examiner. So if they feel like the medical examiner was not clear, or they may need more information to get that thing clear of what they meant, whether or not it should prove, or it might be something about how severe the condition is. They'll get with whoever did the exam, CMP exam, or independent DBQ. Incomplete disability benefits questionnaire, the DBQs. The DBQ may need to be completed. Please, if you do an independent one, you check and make sure it's done. Don't let the doctor send it in themselves. Let them sign everything and you check it and submit it. So you'll know they did it right. If not, say, hey, doc, you forgot to put your name on this. Did you hear me? Family, are we going over? Come on now. And in this case, this individual was deferred for acid reflux. say, right after your service-connected conditions for bilateral factors will also be provided. That will be found by any SMC you are eligible for. Okay. The deferred issues should be listed last, like they're doing now. They listed on this. They listed them last. Yes, indeed. That bilateral factor is a superpower sometimes. Yes, because it defies VA math sometimes. Am I wrong? Let me know. I might be wrong on that. Let me know, MM. You know, you can actually get 10%. Family, did we do it tonight? Did we talk about the VA code sheet, service connection, conditions and code numbers that go with them, combat code status, and future exams? Did we cover it all? Did we answer the question, yes or no? Somebody let me know. And the issue that we particularly brought up was what? What one document provides a timeline of VA let me read that again. What one document provides a timeline of VA disability awards and a current status of future exams? Did we answer that? Yes, you did cover the information in great detail as always. Thank you. I needed that, Betty. But let me tell them the truth. If you didn't get something, let us know. H-Town Vet Northside, yes, sir. Did we answer the question tonight, fam? I need somebody let me know. Yes or no? And sometimes people say no, and we'll make sure we get you the information you need and go ahead. Did we cover it? No false flagging. Come on now. Whatever you do, verify information. Go back over your code sheet and then verify. Really, it ain't here. The information is just what it is, because this is real information we're putting out. Did we cover it? Yes. Did you cover ancillary decisions? No. We got to cover ancillary decisions. Somebody sent me an email about ancillary decisions, so I remember. Okay. Verify information. You better verify your code sheet, because a code sheet, if you get a current one, it's going to tell you whether they set you up for an exam after you got your decision letter. Come on now. And sometimes they make mistakes. Verify all information, family. Family, if this information has been informative, please like, share, and subscribe. How many likes do we have right now, fam? Somebody let me know. How many likes we got right now? Somebody let us know. Right now, we got 2,989 subscribers. We need 11 to get to 3,000. What we looking like in the like department? Now we have our sister Betty Bob say 33 likes and 19 watching. All right. All right, fam. We're gonna have to cover that ancillary to see. Say, I like that question, Jimmy. Mine said I'm not entitled to special time adaptation. Oh, really? You have very unique situations and questions. I like that. Thank you. Family, we got 33 likes in here. And family, we want to give special thanks to the chat. We are monetized now. He say home. Okay, adaptive home. And we had that super chat, and people have been donated. People have come as they could do. We've had at least 3 content creators come through, veteran content creators. This is what I like. It makes my heart good. Family, we passed the complexion plate. We told them we was trying to put something on the building fund, that we were going straight to the bank. We going if H-Town ran into any pretty women, he wasn't gonna give him a dime. He doing God's work, right? Don't follow him. No, follow me. Listen. And with that, let's see what we got. Tonight, we were blessed with some donations, and we want to shout them out for y'all putting something on that collection plate. We thank you for our super chatters, people that gave super chats. Oh, man. Kev put 10 on it. Thank you, Kev, for that. I shouldn't say how much. Kev donated. It don't matter the amount. Mr. Ray donated. Say, just came by to say hello and support the channel. You did more than that. Kev said, good evening, everyone. He came in, blessed me. And I think those were the donations for the night. And I thank y'all for that. Now, let's see where we at right here. Thank you for covering this. Oh, why was it important? What, let me ask y'all. Why was this topic important to cover? Let us know as we go through. Let us know. Why was this an important topic to cover? What did you learn that you didn't know? New rules, family? We probably ain't going over no new rules tonight, are we? Let's see if there's any updates on the M21 manual. Let's check it out. No, there haven't been no updates, but I'm going to show y'all so y'all don't think I'm making this up. So they update the M21 manual on a constant basis, but as you will be seeing right here, there's been no update since June 26th, right there. All right. We went over all of those. So thank y'all on that. And the M21 manual is the Raiders manual. They do constant updates, and they use that in the regional offices, as we talked about tonight, and their rules and policies for that, for the regional offices. Come on, family. We doing this thing. Has anybody seen Secretary of the VA Doug Collins, a.k.a. Pastor Dougie, a.k.a. the car salesman? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Come on now. Family, we ain't going to cover nothing else tonight. Our latest videos, please go back and watch. We had this one on disabled veteran life insurance, SDVI, and VA Life. Please, if you don't have life insurance or you want to see if you qualify for veteran life insurance, they're much more lenient as far as getting it, because they cater to disabled veterans. You have to be a disabled veteran with a 0% rating. Then we talked about being in a psychiatric hospital, and we talk about that and how long you stay, you can get 100% rating for being in 121 days if you're an official veteran, didn't just get out. And if you stay over 6 months, they give you 100% for a year. I mean, no. You being there for 6 months, they give you 100% for 6 months. Okay? But if you're in the military and your rating is unstabilized rating, they call it the same thing, they give you a temporary 100% for a whole year, which is the same as being hospitalized with 100% for 6 months and being out of the hospital 6 months as a veteran. But if you're in the military, as soon as you get out, they just, you ain't got to be in the hospital. They give you 100% for temporary 100% for a year. So family, and during that time, you should be trying to make it permanent, getting your evidence and treatment and exams. Oh, this is the one here. Nowhere else on YouTube or anywhere else you're going to find this. You're not going to find this from the VA. H-Town Vet put down a VA claim process from start to finish. Yes, he did. Huh? And we're going to go in more detail. Now, family, if you want to join us on our regular scheduled live streams, you can join us. Let me get this out. On Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. That's Texas time. Check us out. Click on your notifications for those events and also for the impromptu live streams so you'll be notified. And most of the time, people saying the notifications are working. Watch out for the crash out. And we want to thank it out. Now we want to thank our sister Betty. This is our, our motto, one of our moderators. We want more. We want, we're going to start working on that too. But family, thank you. Because having someone to help, I don't have to stop what I'm doing for people being disrupted. Because people are going to get disrupted if they can get away with it. Some. Now, we don't play the blame game here. If it's something wrong, I don't say, no, you the one wrong. Tell me how it's wrong. If you can't explain it, you got to come up here and let me know on camera. I want to see your face if you're going to make some buku statements. Watch out for misinformation because it's not a victimless crime. Veterans listening, they could get their VA disability reduced. They can be barred from doing any future claim for disability. Come on now. You got to watch who's telling you to do stuff. Watch our video if you haven't watched. We're going to probably go over this again. Levels of protection, talking about temporary ratings. The 5-year rule, the 10-year rule, permanent, 100% permanent total, and the 20-year rule. Who want to cover the levels of protection? Who want to go back over that? Are you all right with it? Who want to cover what we got up here, the levels of protection? So that's one we want to see if y'all talking about these topics here. Let us know if we went over enough, or do you want to cover the levels of protection? Let us know. Watch out for the pocket watchers because they're out there. Don't floss. What is the weather like where you at? And the temperature in particular. Right here in Richmond, Texas, the temperature is 90 degrees right now. 90 degrees, fam. Jimmy's ancillary decision. Did you see with rating? It said you was not going to get. Yeah, let us know. I don't know. Let us know, family. We're gonna get ready to say goodbye. We've been at 2 hours. Look how much we got done. Betty, thank you for your work and support of the channel and what you've been putting in your position. We want to thank you. I almost thanked myself. Can you believe I almost thanked myself? Jimmy Elmore, Thank you for being here. Betty Bob says 73 degrees. Come on, let us know, fam. We want to thank Jimmy Elmore for the kindness and respect. We want to thank and for giving us those good topics to talk about, those good issues. San Diego Marine on his good news got SMC, special amount of conversation for at least one or two conditions. And we want to thank Charlton for always holding it down, doing it like he do. H-Town sensitive. Charlton, no. Thank you for bringing it and just solid information. As always, we appreciate you. We want to thank the Salto Marine coming through, telling us what's up. Who was a Marine? Mr. Rogers and Captain Kangaroo. You took them from us now. We want to thank Kev for the donation and his support coming in. He been new to the chat. I don't know how long he's been to the channel. Thank you, Kev, so much. We want to thank Alaskan Ice. We couldn't thank her enough and all that she do and how she supports the channel. She says, good night. Yes, indeed. Good night, Alaskan Ice. See who else we want to thank here. Raider HQ for coming in, giving us information and helping Charlton in particular. Because I need to know that due to Charlton, but he broke it down for you and several other people. Yes, indeed. Let me see who else. Man, this is really, we want to thank Mr. Ray for his donation and his interaction and support and feeling free to be himself here because we're not judgmental. You don't have to agree with everything we say. We just don't have to be combative. We can disagree without being disagreeable. You understand? I feel so blessed tonight because I was feeling a little down yesterday, fam. I have that generalized depression sometimes. If I miss you, charge it to my head, not to my heart. I'm doing my best not to miss anybody. Let me see who else. Somebody else had to be in there. Coasted, thank you for your support, your kindness, and always being here, brother. My Massachusetts Coast Guard brother. Then we had Skins coming through. Thank you, Skins, for being here. Much love and respect to you. You always come from time to time, and we thank you. Benny, my day one, baby. You understand? Come on now. Jim Elmore say good night, everybody. Say good night to Betty. Whoa, boy, this has been a blessing. Then we had Jason in here, aka Minnie, was in the house. Family, y'all did that thing tonight. I'm making sure I didn't miss nobody. Hopefully I didn't miss no. I think I got salted. Salted Marine. I think earlier wasn't my sister in there. I think she was that. Yeah, Hervette's voice. Thank you for your kindness and coming through and support. Faithful hubby, thank you for coming through. Thank you. Backwood Law, thank you. And family, we're going to get ready to call it a night. You said, what you chewing on, H-Town? You know how you've been eating on some chicken dinner, it got stuck in your teeth and came loose and you start chewing again. Now listen, Jimmy almost say good night, everybody. Say good night, Alaska Nice. Rest well. Yes, indeed. Y'all saying to each other. Now, Charlton say good night, Betty Bob Shipmate, doing security and sound and fire watch. Yes, indeed. Thank you for doing it all, sister. And we're going to try to get you some help. Now, y'all can help her with the what's called doing this, how many views we got, how many views, what do we call it? How many people watching? Now listen, H-Town, you have a lovely evening and blessed night. Enjoy your Enjoy your before, evening, and morning. Yes, indeed. Family, thank y'all. Jimmy, thank you for making me research. Family, I think we did this tonight. I think we got out, we did it under 2 and that. That was a lot of information we covered, but it was necessary information. And we want to say thank you. Good night, family. If you put your chat up, it'll still be up there. And we will see you on Tuesday, unless we have an impromptu live. Thank y'all for all the support, kindness, care, donations. Good night, family. We love you.